get to my MSQ, okay. Maybe just got a little distracted sometimes. Is my voice okay? I think my voice is okay. You what, mate? A weapon? An item level 80, 515. What am I gonna do with that though? I don't know. My gear needs to be repaired. Ah, look! You have half a level head start already! I've been working on my classes! My Dragoon is already 83. My White Mage is getting a little bit there. A little bit. Even my Dark Knight's already 81. I need to quickly repair my gear. Yeah! I even got myself Dark Matter so I can now make cheaper repairs. I'm trying to do well, I guess. This looks pretty though. Bubbles and everything. What the heck? Arizona, do you have some time to talk? Well, and now where's Alec? I said I don't want spoilers. I'm at the same point. Okay, I really appreciate you coming in here. Hello, Sly. Welcome in. We literally just got to the very first bit. The very first bit. Hi! Thank you for your direct prime sub! How are you? Thank you so much for this cute little sub. I hope you enjoy your 5 super comfy emotes. I don't think your name is that familiar? Have we met somewhere before? I'm confused. Can you grade this faithful for me in Dutch with a Dutch what? Grade this? I'm not quite. Kan je greet this Veithra? Oh, you can even see my chat there. Wait, Thunder, were you waving at yourself? Are you waving at stream? Greet. With a Dutch saying. You like Dutch? There is your wave in there, good sir. Goedenavond zeg. There you go. I just kind of like blended it in there for you. The link shall wave, yes. It's on screen share. You've been caught. I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's Respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Where's Dawn's Respite again? Oh, we go Gotchin. Me telling all the stories? Wait, new music. I like pan flutes. Say, is my voice plenty enough above the music, but can you still hear the music well? Take care, Fogocha! Linda! I'm sorry. Thank you so much for coming in. Hi. It's me. Hi, she. So, greet the Cassie in Dutch. We're just enjoying this music while I'm trying to think of a good reply. I got the most silly, most insane thing in my hat, and I don't know really how it got there, but it's like the worst way to say, like, you know, one of these messages when someone joins Discord, and when you would have like a Dutch one, and a Cassie would join your Discord, then I would kind of see it going like, ding, Cassie is here. That even sounded more silly when I said it. I really hope you didn't hear that. Okay. I really love this music. Okay. I do actually think I remember this music. Wasn't this one of the tunes that they used for showing off one of the new zones? I think in the live letters or something. Maybe they even already used it to show off the bunny boys. I'm not sure anymore. Thank you! This is not a dirty mine! This was completely not dirty. Thank you! Should I call you Sly? Is that okay? Or do you want me to call you Linda? Or is Sly okay? I have this deja vu of the very first quest of Shadowbringers, and I just said no. No, I'm sorry, guys. We're just not going to the first. We're just gonna stay here and enjoy this music. Let us take stock of the facts, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of ominous towers in a multitude of locations through the road. Yes, get the towers out of my maps! Get the towers away! I admire your patience for waiting with MSQ. Thank you! That means that everyone is probably ahead of me. Most people are ahead of me. Most. Sylvester? Who? I love this music so much. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Loferoi. Rambo! Ooh. Are you a Rambo? Are you? I actually don't more about Rambo than the name. The Loferoi stated purpose is to recreate the final days of Ian's past. an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Yes. Countless innocents kidnapped and imprisoned. Their fate perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spires, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Yeah, we already had a casualty. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered, at least. Enjoy your lurk. We did not finish MSQ. We might have had a little distraction, which you certainly did not miss anything in. Nice try, comrade. We did. Oh wait, no. We just said that you didn't miss anything. But after what happened to our vote of Fredola, we need to be very, very careful by how we proceed. Yeah, oh, she looks so sad. Yeah, while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Galamar. As you know, the Loferoi are under the leadership of Van Daniel and one other delightful fellow, Sina J. Galvez, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. To date, he's reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varys, and plunged Garlemald into an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession. But that has since changed, and in troubling ways. During our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by barking of cannons or the cries of discord. It was an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. Inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and when nary words spoken, did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares? That does sound quite terrifying. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume that these events, too, were orchestrated by the Loferoi. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it is only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat, and quickly, before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way, in Sherlayan. I'm sure of it. Master Fortuna's comments regarding the final days were curious to say the least. The firm knows more than it is letting on. Sorry to interrupt. We've just received word from Mistress Crown. She says that arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Limsa and board the next ship bound for Sholana. And on arrival, present yourselves as associates of the students of Baldassian. Come to assist with the Order's restoration! Could I just say how much I appreciate that. After finishing Eureka completely, I can now go there and say like, it's so good to be here. Imagine finishing Eureka. Sorry, Sly. You also finished Eureka, right? You finished the story. There's still plenty of people who just didn't bother for like the final bet. No, right. Wait, right. Yeah. Okay, I was still excited about that. The arrangements may be settled. But what of your thoughts? They must erase the prospect of returning home after so long. I am eager to see you, of course. Of course. We shall sail at once. Then I'll accompany you to the docks. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. At least it's like a chill little tune. I don't have a moan to show for it, so I'm not done yet. I will get my revenge! See, I might join some more often if they're not too busy, because it's just worth it for the stuff you get from it. But, you know, fun stuff, I want to help friends. Depends if necessary. Retire and leave Shalominsha. You said that's a pretty expensive place to teleport to. Ah, it's not too bad. My teleporting cost went up! It's so funny that it's now kind of cheap to teleport from the first to Ishgard. Keeping my eye on the late night community for when they start runs again. I was keeping up with them to start with, but right now I'm kind of starting to fear spoilers over there. I did like nagging along with them on queue times. It's so calm here. Or not everyone's loaded in, but it's so calm here. I really do hope that our NPCs are not swans. Okay, it's already a bit busier here, but... Also, those wings. I saw them somewhere in a picture before. Like, you can now get demon wings. Or at least, like, dragon wings. They do look fancy. Wait, is it going to be next to or teleport to Gigana? This morning nobody could answer Limsa? What? Yes, what? I love that there's just like one person here. That's great. Also these two. This is precious. Sorry for disrupting. Sheet travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. There's a rare experience for most Ishgardians. Aww. I never thought the day would come when I would be sailing home again. Oh, it seems so very far away. Yeah. You just didn't really have any thought at all, did you? He looks like Thancred. But just a more tired Thancred. Oh, hi Thancred. Hi. I tried to watch another thing. This will be like going home for me as well. Yeah! There were like Tales of the Shadows! They released like just like stories of the different characters. And one of them was about Thancred and Minfilia. I may have learned how to survive and live the Lomensa, but it was in Chalet where I was taught quite relentlessly and might add the skill to properly live. Fancy. Yo, with your archon signs. I shudder to think what manner of throat awaited us beyond the indigo deep. Still, more do I dread the prospect of discussion longer overdue. What? Are we gonna get another? I don't think we're gonna get another random dungeon. Sorry. I love that I can actually see Tataru. It's so good. Everyone's here, which is good because I've already paid for your passage, and the fee is non-refundable. The ship for Chilean should be pulling into port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Cute. That's a big ship.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Could you all hear that right? Because I think I'm gonna put the volume even higher. I'll put it higher for me, but I can put it higher for you later. Posh. Is he? Oh wait, I think I was actually moved. Because we played Subnautica. But now you also don't say, no, I'm actually fine with this. I can always just put it on the event if I don't want people to see my channel. I just hate the red lines there on everything. There you go, that's better.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
She's so precious, isn't she?
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Don't worry about it, Comrade. I think that there are a lot of people who think the same.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief.
Or just gasping at the boat.
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian?
Sir? He's your bro and you're still calling him Sir?
Sir Estinian?
we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
You're such a small goof.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
You still didn't answer the question.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
No, I don't. Might be a reference.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just... we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And, once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Yeah, bring them back safe and sound. No sense worrying about the things where policy change. I don't like either of them. I promise, but I can't promise because I am the main protagonist, I guess.
I'll hold you to that.
Okay. Might take a little while though.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Oi!
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return.
Look after the small one.
We will too, of course. Aye, we your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We're set to sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
When even a boatman has a voice.
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice. That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Okay, that scared me. Oh, it's up there. I'm very curious why Amethyst is still so active. Are we loading in?
Here. Feel. Think.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt. Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think. And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
I am not surprised that she's Hydaelyn. I thought she was Hydaelyn all along. I was actually like, wait, this is like the Lominsa star. So everyone who started in Lominsa went like, new start? I can trust your words no longer. Why? I don't know.
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer.
Can I please learn to play this on piano? This is so pretty. Right? So good!
You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
It's so pretty. It's very clever too.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land. We shall meet again, and soon.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
The sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Charlian.
Oh, I see it.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you? Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian said. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Charlian proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Charlian, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next, then? Entry applications?
They didn't even give me a make sure to have plenty of time before this cutscene thing, you know? The high squirrel.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Charlian all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
Yeah, basically, if you have anything to do, make sure you have sufficient time prepared, you know?
'Tis true that, as a nation, Charlian only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries.
My cutscene! I'm sorry, still I completely didn't hear what you said. My cutscene. That sounds cute though. Put in agenda, okay. Okay. I always love it when people say, do you have a moment? And then it literally takes like 1 or 2 minutes and I'm like, but that's fine, I guess. I'll just put it down here. Do 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 do. I guess I'll have to think about this later. Distrita as a nation, Chilean only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. I was actually really lucky that it happened now and not like 3 minutes ago. Chilean only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. Yeah, I guess.
But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed.
You gotta have your hair tied up. Look nice.
The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
That was loud, but I don't care. It was so cute. And don't worry, this is already the second time that we ruined Y'shtola's cutscenes. Voice lines. Lurking to a voice party, but love you. Was it really loud? Maybe because the other thing is very low. That is the 9-month alert siren. It's so cute, isn't it? Shall I blast all your ears again? Because you don't get to see it often. Hi, Jazz. It's the one song that I actually still remember how to play it on the piano. Not on like pro levels, but I can play it. People can recognize it. I hope you're doing amazing, Siren. Did you even get started on MSQ yet? Criteria might expedite our progress. Should an actual student be seen at the... Yeah. Okay. Appreciate you doing, Simon. Thank you so much. We'll see who the two of us will finish it quicker. Oh, we spent an hour in queue on stream. We get it. Don't worry. And that was already after 2 hours that I turned it on. So yeah, 3 hours seems to be the spot.
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I recall. Shall we?
You know, they've really been hyping up the Japanese voice actor for Kratia. I want such stuff too! Oh, his voice is so nice. How much the screen is it in? Pray for me. Oh, I hope you have plenty other things to keep you busy though. The voice actors are really cool. I thought we had to go through the water.
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahat here of the Students of Baldesion at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola Rule.
I'm not sure if I ever knew her second name.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I was already like, huh? Huh?
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
Are you allowed to call yourself that though?
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Whew. I'm an artisan, honestly. daring, it's crafting! I'm an artisan. I mean, the fighter is next to me, right?
Indeed. Your profile describes you as an adventurer, but one also trained in the rather more constructive pursuits of procurement and production. You may enter. And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Has it something to do with cookie crafting? Really?
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
If you'll allow me...
No, but Shadowbrand cookie crafting was a meme.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it.
Mistress Baldessian. What?
But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Ich will you see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you all seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we?
I've been interacting with that a lot.
Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
Why am I so behind? It's almost like it's me in real life. We finally made it out of the cutscene. It's snowing. Of course, the very first thing everyone does. Can we fuel? Let's go. Like, oh, I'm distracted. It's pretty. It looks so pretty from above. Can you jump on the coat? Ah, no! You're not allowed to. Not allowed. I shall not climb statue. Okay. This is fine. It's just pretty. You shall not go statue. It does remind me a little bit of Islud. If anyone has played, if anyone has played Ragnarok Online before, this is a very chill sound as well. Very holy. Which better show the most tasty fresh hobbit beach. I've never seen them. They're dangerous, aren't they? Not at all, very safe. Safer uplanders do yummy eats. Cubbies never die, so let us sour goodie, but what? What? But then when is Big Eater right? Big Eater right is still. I should probably talk to him first, but I already put down one. Oh, crystals. First class is threatened. Cute stuff. You were doubtless eager to take in the sights. Not to worry. The city is not like to vanish before we finish our discussion. I mean, the Isle of Val just vanished like that. Even alone the years I spent in the first past year in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Ariazane. May the wisdom of my homeland aid us in our endeavors. So many crystals. So many. I'm fine, honestly. Better to be waved through with a stern warning than be denied entry after all, I guess. That was about as awkward as you expected. Still, we're here now, and that's all that matters. Yeah, kinda yeah. My sheep is just in the middle of everyone. Like, look at me sheep! I am unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? It really shouldn't. I mean, same for me. Who the heck hires the warrior of light? Why would you do that? Here we are at last, the great city of Charlian. You may have noticed some similarities with the Crystarium, yes. In fact, we really should let Cryo have a say first. We can continue this conversation another time. Is she done? Maybe it's the snow. I'm glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and stickers full of detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Yes, please. Your land legs. She's multi-shade? She's multi-shade. Can we rush inside and grab Etherite? And then maybe take a small break? And then we maybe go for another hour or two? It's an interesting let's see, is it still looking the same though? That is very cleverly done. I can appreciate this music. Sha. We have a market board. Neat. I love how it's just like to the back of the Aetheryte. That's so good. Also, I was going to put up the music because I just got so excited about everything. I hope you could really hear the first super long cutscene well enough. Ooh. Okay then. The snow makes everything so cute. Full plate armor property. Okay. This is a place with lots of cutscenes and there's something blocking my view. Okay, something I have not unlocked yet. Books for sale! Books for sale! Okay then. I won't be running around the whole place. It might actually take me everywhere already. I do feel properly dressed now. My dragoon might be a bit warmer. I think she's actually the coolest of my three mains. Why are there so many people? Oh, leave me. I see. Alright then. Well, I stretch my legs a bit. SOS. I love that there are not like big groups of people around my NPCs. I love that this at least worked out. It was worth the wait. So we can just have chill times with NPCs without feeling like everyone's around us. She won't do it. Keep on doing that. Just to make everyone feel like you should really take a small break to get up, stretch your legs, and get maybe some drinks. We will take a very small break. A very small break. I'm gonna get some tea. I'm going to drop some other hydration. And we'll be right back then. Do you enjoy some fairy tale music? Be right back. Thank you for waiting. There we go. Were there changes? There were no changes. Oopsie. I still need to get my tea. Okay, I'll get out of the water soon. The water doesn't look as deep as the boats, are they? Oh, that's the boat we came from. I do wonder where the other boats go. Oh, my hands are cool. My hands are so cool now. I noticed something in the cutscenes. The Grahatia does get close a lot. Thank you, Thunder! Okay, now it's a bit low, but that's great. Because it means I can put lower and I will not be blasted by alerts. But this is, of course, sorry, only the first city. We're not in a zone or anything yet. We've seen nothing yet but snow. Very bad, broken meme. Reference. But my sheep's enjoying it. Sorry about that. He's like, got your crystals. You're so cute, man. Put them over there. I'm not sure what it's here, but maybe from getting up. I don't know. Thank you, comrade. Now, stream animals, you're just being a bit where I don't understand your timers anymore. Thought to launch directly into an explanation of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Arizona and Estinian's first time in Chalet. And for the rest of you, a homecoming that was long overdue. You wish to visit, but the people you're trying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so you may all have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you've settled in, we can reconvene at the Baldashian Annex. How does that sound? That's a fun suggestion. We may not be welcome at the Leverrier estate as such, but I should like to know surrounding neighborhood all the same. I am equally untethered, as it were. There's no particular place that I can call home. would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of Ethereal Plaza, wasn't it? I should join you there now. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would be remiss in not visiting forth with. By my leave. By your leave, you mean? What of you, Estinian? My services as a guide are yours for the asking. Ah! That was not what you would expect, right? It won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I... Oh. Well, Ra, would you like to join us then? You've been gone for quite a while, and this would be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Of course, if you will have me. Aww. Like, he didn't have things to do, he just wants to hang out with his old and new buddies. Come on, Area Zone, surely ain't wait. And now I heard it loud and clear. Oh, hi, Quest. Okay. Sure. Streamlabs, you're being weird. You're not helping me as you did before. But then again, we know that already. Oh dear, this enthusiasm is infectious, isn't it? Free to wander around and explore, kind of like. After you, my friend. I'm more than content to follow your lead. You are the one. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with quest objectives. You can You can leave Grati behind by entertaining a different area, using the Ethernet, or by putting too much distance between you. You can also speak with Grati and select options to part ways. If you wish to have Grati accompany you again, return and speak with him at the original location. While Grati is accompanying you, next try speaking with Cryo. Okay. You won't know me. What about Cryo? Now forget Mr. Stroud or worth a guy. Oh, it's like I like dropping me already. Do we want to go for a walk? I bet you kind of want to like abuse the situation, right? He is always behind you, you know? Never like by your side or anything. Okay. Alright, come over here. He's like a mini, you have to put him. Be social and be within reasonable distance. All set? Well, let us be on our way. The first stop, amusingly enough, will be the last stand. It's a cafe on the west side of the harbour. Kara is now also accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the last stand and speak with out a designated location. By your company, you may encounter conversation points along the way, which offer additional topics of discussion. Enter the glowing area and speak with your quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Wait, does it then say both my companions? Oh. I'm grateful to have Cryos help in reacquainting myself with this place. It's almost as if I'm seeing it all with my new eyes as you are. Come on, let's head to the cafe. It may not seem so at a glance, but the last stand is actually a very important part of the city. Okay, if I run, then I lose the both of you. Well, I won't deny that this is better than what they've done before. I think they're like taking a page of the Book of Guild Wars here. A Reaper. I was like, what's that? But that's a Reaper. Should we first take a walk among like all the things? Or maybe I should actually follow the quest line. Or do we just walk everywhere? But yeah, before it was just like, why don't you go there, you know? And then you were like, what? But why? Multiple highlighted areas. I sure you got some thoughts on that? That is a sight one could hardly forget, the great statue of Talia. As a student of Bodacian, I was usually called an Isle fan, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned by ship to the city. Okay. The spat leaning out towards the sea is known as the Thallic Star, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at this end. As you know, the Chilean people prized a combination of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thallic was chosen as a patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief. On a line of principles, that's all. We may have honored him by the impressive sculpture, yes, but the fate is not so restrictive as that of, say, Ishkarnians. Individuals and Chileans can and do worship the divinities of their choosing. I just realized it stopped snowing. There is another kid over there. There's another Tia. I'm sorry. I just look at the crowd just like making and disappearing the MSQ emblem. That's a new trick.
yeah, the last stand. I may have mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Chilean tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is bland. As encapsulated by our infamous Arkan loaf, the prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary value first and taste a distant second. There was one pupil at the studium, however. He could stomach the school's insipid meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. It is, as the name implies, the sole dedicated outpost of fine dining in Chilean, the one and only bastion of the culinary arts in an isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall the burger being hailed as one of the most impressive items on the menu. Not that I ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Chilean when it came to cheap and convenient, well. But surely Tatari has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when the time permits and sample the cafe's delights. Shall we press on? The stairs onto the side of the cafe there would take us up to the Etherite Plaza. I think we'll be sweet all evening. We just walk in around. I don't want to miss my conversation points. Cryo's hiding behind Piano. This feels like holiday. Why are there so many people over there? Any more conversation points? No, just another stage. Oh, but there is an ether right there, though. Yeah, I'm too chill with this right now. I mean, I got companions. It makes it so different if you're either... Oh, we're too early. And it's a studio. We'll probably get there last. Night music! It's like the complete opposite of the Crystarian. And no, I don't really see much of a reference to Crystarian here. Maybe just the bulbs, but... You probably have nothing more to say right now. The Etherite looks different from how I remember it. Oh. Unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, it's perfectly functioning Etherite. Remember to achieve yourself before you move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. It's much for discoveries on the reason Chilean stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of elegant Aetherites, it allows us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination, or at least northeast, to the Agora, Chilean's largest marketplace. Oh, hi, Linda. Hey, Cram. Hello. Rolly hole. Always favoring the blue. Where was I going? I didn't even check for any more shadowy points. I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. Oh, it's up here. Oh, there you go. I really feel like I'm with a party! Oh, the markets. I always did look forward to seeing what new wares they have in over. Did you change yourself to interact? Then let's be changed to Agora. Yes, I did. I already did. It really feels like you're not just walking through the place alone, and that's so nice. It's such a silly happiness, you know. And some people are just impatient. Anything worth cracking my coin purse for today, everyone? Welcome to Agora. Why these bling blings? They're frustrating. Welcome to the Agora, where you can find wares made in Chilean as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out for the most part. Otherwise, I could think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Oh, hi, Linda. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next staff on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. We must head back to Eater Plaza, follow the path north, then climb the stairs up to the imposing building at the very top. That is our new friend, Sly. That's Linda. Because we can't really go here. No, these are just houses. Hey! Mama, why don't you leave me? we got a tiny walk by view of Linda. Why is she so busy here? Immersion, right? Right? Will you do weird walking stuff with me? Yes, you will. Lovely. Going straight through the walls. It's got to be some Chilean technology. Some trick. Ah, a proper row with a proper row name. Now we're like a little train. Ah. Those look neat. That's so cool. This place really is so very much a slew to me. The lighting really good as well. BD and having alright. Weapons for both jobs look amazing. Yes, that's true. Very right about that. I wouldn't be surprised if we would eventually still get like Chilean housing, but we'll see about that. Oh, there's another point here as well. Oh. Oh, this is like an added one, and that's the MSQ spot. With me, my friends! Okay. That just felt silly as heck. They just went, wee, doink. They just walk through walls. This is the Niflheim, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Chileans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of knowledge which flows from Taliok's divine era. This is the reason you see an abundance of fountains through the city, and propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. I lost it halfway down. I was just like, what are your fancy words? I like water in your architecture though. These low decorative features are typical of Chilean architecture. Aside from the search ring or headquarters on the Isle of Vel were rather simple and rustic by comparison. I've seen it, boy! Don't worry, I've seen it. I really feel like they could have maybe given us the little blue rose, because now I don't want to miss any of these chats, you know? It's a fascinating experience to walk around the city and contrast my image to the past with the reality of the present, right? With your exploding memories, which are far too many. I feel so at ease! Because I'm just walking through the place and the music is just chill. I wonder how many people actually take the time to RP walk through the place. This really feels like me, like a TwitchCon. This is just a representation of me at TwitchCon in Berlin. Oh, just like looking at all this stuff, having friends with me, you know. They're like, no, this is fine. We've done an age-old thing with the Ethernet shard. I can understand that I might not finish this this expansion within this year if I do everything at this ease. fragrating breeze. A touch biting perhaps, but pleasant nonetheless. I see. You're rude. This grand structure before you is the rostrum. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. At the same time, he's just looking at me. What? My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival on the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Charlotte. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councillors would object to simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. For now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. I will walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. What? But what about the other side of town? Well, there's so much we haven't seen. Crouch just straight on the job. I love views like these. It's really nice. It's so chill. Wait, I don't need this at all. Wait, where are we going? I want to see all the other places too. What do you mean at the end of Journey's End? Feels bad, man. There's so much more to see. Hey, it's a white mage. Just walking through a cool and comfortable place. Thanks, Crow. Crow's just like in your face. Whoa, this music is so calming. That's so chill. It's the perfect vibe of like still a little bit interactive. Like it's not too soft, but still super. Much appreciated. Do you not feel cold? Granted, it's not terribly chilly for these northern climes. But compared to the temperature weather of Limsa, well, I mean, I'm an Ishgardian, I'd like to say. The district of Journey's End occupies eastern block. Oh, right. Keep it easy, of course. Look at this cute little house. It's kind of adorable. Hello, Persians. Hello. Just a group of friends. On an exploration. No, not even exploration. Ooh, distracted. Through the city because the whole vibe is just chill. The background got a fancy shape. Boom. Sorry. I think that was not a very nice way to say hi. Where's Marshrosie? I was actually just thinking. Now it's like the perfect time to maybe just like go like, hey, picture? Picture chat? Just one picture. Because the background's so nice. Wait, I should have done that down there with the water thing, shouldn't I? Let's go through the glass. Look at these nice chill chairs. How often do you get the opportunity to just drink? Can you just like pick them up at any time? It's okay. This Thunder, you or Faith, right? Because either of you have finished it. Wait, maybe. No, never mind then. Okay, that's cute. Never mind, because I don't want spoilers. I was thinking like it's just a thought, and you don't have to answer. Don't answer even. But like, if you implement this, then surely I can come back to you and say like, hey, we should like make some other rounds through the city again. You know, I want to take more pictures. But maybe honestly, if you would like replay it through the MSQ stuff. What is it? Through New Game Plus. Maybe through New Game Plus you can just video it and just make pictures to your heart's content. I just want to make pictures without bothering you all with too many pictures. I just want a nice pretty background. With sheep there. Okay, that didn't go as I want it. Graha, you're weird. I noticed he was actually having an interesting kind of pose, but Graha, get up the fountain. Graha. And Cryo is just in the back, like, you literally are like little minions. They just don't get it. Well, it's actually cool if Cryo would be on top here. You know, Cryo. Cryo, please. Cryo. I'm moving this way. Cryo, look at me. Don't be so rude, Cryo. Cryo's just playing in the water. And the sheep's just floating by. And now Cryo is on the weird floaty spot. I just want to have this picture before the stars vanish. It's just one picture, but I don't want it to look surreal. Come on, guys. We can do this. I guess this works. Come on, sheep. Shoo. Shoo! Forward! Yes, I'm hexing you into a spot. Ow! Badgie! Also, Grub, why are you turned away? If I talk to you, does that mean yes? Perfect! Now just a sheep. 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 Me. Sheep was me. Maybe that's not such a good idea with my outfit. I wanted a nice sky there, though. We'll get through the first little bit. I really hope that we can actually get into the first song. What do you mean I am too distracted? Come on, girl, you can do this. I actually just want her to beam, that's all. Okay, so how do I just stop you from doing this in here then? There's too many things that are currently not really helping. Why aren't you looking at me, Vega? Why is there a random warrior running through my screen? The sheep should also like be in a red bush. And I want the stars. Okay. I got my picture. Excuse the little break. I love my screenshots, okay? Whoa! So that's like going to purple here? Partying all through the night, let's go! Big sad. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelons of Charlian society. I never did feel comfortable enough to wander these streets alone. Why are we here then? We've arrived at Journey's End. History tells us that this was where those who put ashore with Harkon Newcraft built their first homes. In the present day, it serves as the residential district for the most important officials and other oldest Charlian families. Apologies. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from House Levieux. All things considered, we should probably keep a distance for the time being. And with that, we bring our little Charlian tour to a close. I hope it has proved to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now, shall we head directly to the pedestrian annex? You remember the way, don't you, Rama? Let me think. We head down towards the harbour, cross the bridge to our right, and follow the path to the Eat Right Plaza? Correct. After you. We're still walking together! But we haven't seen everything. But, okay, fine. I'll go explore some things on my own eventually. Thank you, comrade. It is that I know where I have to go, that I know where I'm walking about. I'm gonna make some tea anymore. Oh, this just looks so chill and nice. I love this so much. Why is this so lovely? Is this so lovely because it's gonna go so horribly wrong? Let's fucking go. There's always someone up here. Like, they really like these spots, don't they? Whoa, this is the weirdest experience I've had in my life. The cup itself is super cold, but the beverage inside is super hot. So it's a cold cup with a hot drink. What? Oh, I tried to open a map. It doesn't quite look like I can open it up now, right? Oh, there we go. I see it in the distance. I don't quite agree, because we haven't seen everything. And down we go! Oh, we haven't seen everything yet. We haven't seen the stadium. Walking with you guys. The good old annex. I used to bunk there whenever I had business in the city proper. Like the time I came to submit my thesis for my ARCA qualification. This is it. The Baldassian Annex. The Baldassian, what? Baldassian what? BA? We made it! We made it to BA! Oh, sorry. Really bad inside joke. Sorry. I didn't mean to offend. Gra has his master's degree. He's an Archon. That fancy symbol he has on his neck makes him an Archon. They once talked about what they did to get their Archon states, but as the joyous look on Ra's face has undoubtedly informed you, this is a Baldassian Annex. I want to call it Arsenal. If you continue up that hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of the phenomenon. But I think we've explored enough for one day. We can take you there another time. Inside we did it. Oh, what? You what? I'm back, and I've brought Arizona and Ra with me. You were right about the ship then. Hello, Gra. It's nice to see you again. You got interesting ears. And it's a pleasure to finally meet you, Arizona. I've heard many a tale of your exploits. Ojika? Ojika Shujika! It's been an age! Allow me to introduce Ojika. Cousin of Ejika Shunika, an administration officer for the students of Baldassian. He oversees the day-to-day business of the Annex. I read the reports on the Eureka expedition! So, does that mean that me finishing Eureka before Endwalker was perfect? I love that! We really have to blame this on Phaethra. I'm so happy with this! I read the reports on Eureka's expedition. I hope Ejika didn't cause you too much trouble. He's impatient and impetuous, but a good sword at all. This place is like a second home for the students. The overal served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often have occasion to visit Charlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for members while we engage in such activities. Now there are former headquarters on the wrong side of the road, among other things. The annex has become our new base of operations for all intents and purposes. And yet it feels so empty, with so many lost to us. Our organization is a selfish for ourselves. Yes! All these lovely details about their original place. AG2! Like, Phaethra actually got me to give Eureka a chance, which is like a side story. And that's the one I finished just before Endwalker. So I actually know what they're talking about. Which is great. I love when they integrate it like that. Wait a miss. We're in a new place with very nice and comfy music. This dialogue only appears because you did it. I love it! Right, that's so good! I loved it! It was a really good choice. It was one of those things that I just never really picked up on my own. But Phaedra just kept saying, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta try it, I love it so much! The day will come when we will see the students rise again. But first, we must ensure that the delivery fall. Through that door on the left there is the main hall, where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, Alice, you'll probably have time to rest before discussions begin in earnest. A private quarters prepared for you in the entrance, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap rooms. Perfect for an afternoon dose. Oh, I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. The chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than some cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. It was simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip into the entrance just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known amongst the students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. This man who has skipped many a night. Say the word, and I'll be happy to show you to your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long in coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. You're so excited. Now that's a lot of people. Oh, we got a mender here. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's not an embassy. That's just a lot of people. Aww. Oh, fun. That's great. Wait, what's this sign? I wouldn't assume it says possession, right? It's not like the memory of the fallen or something. Main hall entrance. Let's see. Do you have paper space on the walls of your room? It was not unusual for occupants to pin up notes or documents and such, and then forget to take them when they went on their merry way. Sometimes it was quite deliberate though. You might see complaints addressed to other members, or a thank you card for the engrossing literature someone left behind. Beloved traditions. I should know better than to dwell upon. If we are to create a future for the students of possession and so many others, we must look to the days ahead. Ooh, I did that wrong. Will people just appearing in front of you like that? Wait. Just like any other student from today, maybe. Welcome back, Arjun. Ready for a nap? Return to your room. Clean sheets and warm blankets await. Rest as long as you like. Aww. warm blankets away. Well, I mean, this is not a small nap room, man. This is not a small nap room. You even got like 3 crystals. Oh, you have your own table. Can we not just use one of these tables? Crystals and everything. Look at the pretty bed. This is not poor students' room. Warm blankets, so cute. Main hall. Oh, I didn't even look at like notes or anything. Too small. Can see it otherwise. The Muggle land. Oh, that's like the western part. You can see it on the map. Oh, look at the big world map over there. Elegant findings. Holy, so boom! Welcome in to the Campfire Stream. I'm your host, Arius, and we do like to get comfy. We are exploring new stuff, and there's just so much new stuff. How are you doing, Becky? Thank you for the raid. You were doing music? Were you having another jam? Or were you just making music? The machines are raining. I mean, we're mostly in a place of technology, but that might also mean they have some clever machines. Jam, right? Welcome, Mengev. Hi, Cam. Was doing a DJ set. I hope you had a great time. I hope you all enjoyed the music. I think we got some pretty interesting music here as well. It's very chill so far. I love the little drums. The music has been so comfy so far. So welcome to Charlene and the new expansion of Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Here is your one and only spoiler warning, if this wasn't already spoiler enough. It's super chill, and that's how I got jump scared so easily. But I hope you had a good time. These things. I have these things. Duchies! Hello, Bomba! Yes, Duchies indeed. Here you go. Eureka fragments. Ah. What's this all about? You gotta appreciate like all the little details, right? How are you doing, Bomba? Is that meant to be like Crystal Tower or something? Is this Azizla? Maybe? Oh no. Oh. Whoa. Okay. This is Jojo Veggie. Not amazing, sadly, but not just vibing to chill music, right? I hope the chill vibes will get you some peace of mind. It's so nice. It's such a vibe. It's such a vibe. Slowly a boss fight. Slowly somebody breaks into the room. Lots of notes. Lots of notes. We're just appreciating detail here. Why do they have so many different maps? What even is that map? I don't think I know. Maybe we'll learn about it. Bye, G2! Thank you for hanging out! Hey, Cryo! So what's up? Been refreshed and alert. Our colleague should be wandering in soon, so I suggest we stay here and wait for him to join us. Do we get voice acting?
Pray forgive me. I was delayed.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
Sus.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Right, it's all so fancy.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroid's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois.
The floor.
Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown.
Into the unknown.
The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nadana, an alchemist residing in distant Favner. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower, and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the Satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. It is possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, and having you join the group heading to Thavnair would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnarian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts. You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned.
I, for a moment, really thought Ystad was gonna like, you know what? I'll take this stuffy meeting from you this time. But no, we're doing a Shadowbringer again. Let's go.
As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Sharp.
Of course, the more the merrier.
So everyone!
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavnair. Thoughts? Objections?
I passed through Thavnair on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
Urianger. I'd say he's a really good reader, but okay.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nadana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
And how am I to be at two places at once? I think we should first do the one with Thancred, because then we get to go to a new zone, while the other is more political and just right here. Labyrinthos. Or Tavernier. Wait, Tavernier is 85. Wait. Do we? Oh my! Actually, this makes sense. You don't like Macra. Macra is someone unique. Or is that just because of that one dungeon you did? Jenning op EAH. Yeah, spoilers. Now you know who survived. Ooh. So I feel like they're kind of like all around. Do you get quick access to Labyrinthos? I assume it would still be there if you go by that route though. I just want to be able to get her. So I think we're going for chill vibes. And I won't deny that Tavernier is not the most exciting thing to me in this expansion. So that would be good to start a stream with, right? I would hope the city was a pleasant distraction. I feel more ready now to tackle the challenges of the day. We partied all morning and all night. Still don't understand how the food could be anonymous. What could possibly convince them all to turn their backs on the audio? If the forum is intent of concealing its intentions, then a cursory investigation will reveal this little, I suspect. We will need to dig deeper, and with the greatest of care, and probably look up people that aren't just around here. The process by which forum members are elected is fair and equitable. Neither wealth nor social standing offers any advantages to a prospective candidate. But fairly elected or not, Master Matoya still found them all to be insufferable. Wait, you? Or actual Master Matoya? I guess. Her? Politicians, right? An unsettling change has come out of Chilean, but together we will define the underlying cause for the forest colonies. As I mentioned before, however, questioning the councillors directly is a fruitless endeavour. They seem to have already come to a consensus as to what and how little they are willing to divulge. Which is why I began sourcing Chilean's archive of historical records for any hint of connection to the final days. Suffice it to say that the progress has been slow. There are only so many dusty pages one can skim in a day. But now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed all the swifter. Let us reconvene outside Nominal, shall we? Exit the annex to the right and you'll find the archives on the western edge of the woods. Ooh, fancy coat. I thought this was a ride for another day. I'll probably do the little side quests that are available right now. Immunity. If I do find some time before next stream, that is. I'm not sure if I can manage to pull off an extra stream tomorrow. Also really don't think Ratatan is that whee! Okay, you just had to do that. Probably as many others. Yeah, I remember this place from one of the late Let's Go. Do your FC doll. My directions were easy enough to follow, I hope. In any case, you stand now before the door of Numina, Chilean's grandest collection of books and tomes. This building is actually only an entrance, and one of many at that, for the archives of Numina extend deep beneath the surface like the roots of a tree. The vast house of Great Google Library pale in comparison to Numina's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Chilean is free to enter and pursue its shelves, well, mostly of its shelves. Only archons are afforded to access certain restricted vaults. After special stole their right to investigate those. Meanwhile, LSA and Alphino will help me continue my search through the stacks open to general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Chilean history or foreign policy. Your task will be to find and study the relevant publications. I promise you, a working knowledge of those subjects will make it far easier to spot the sort of clues we're looking for. Let's be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they've found some promising tomes. So, your strongest fighter is going to read books. Alright then. Well, if that's not scary to walk over. This is quite a library, yeah. This gives me the vibes of Nier. Very much Nier vibes. Why is it so light down there? The title on the spine reads The Story of Chilean. Okay. Long, long ago, on an island in the Northern Sea, there lived a rugged man by the name of Njunkrep. Njunkrep was a student of astrology, and he divined that a flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eosia. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for the imperiled realm. The flood arrived as foretold, and to their horror, the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Njunkrep's crew hauled them aboard his ark, but the danger had not passed. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. With only moments to spare, Njunkrep wove a mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop Abalathia's spire. Isn't that the ship in the Stormblood area? That just never really had a clue why there was a ship there? Refugees from the surrounding regions huddled there alongside them, but it was not long before disputes over the dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. saddened by the sight, Newcraft gathered to him his crew and his grateful passengers, and abandoned the ark to those reddened peaks. They journeyed to the coast, where they built a new ship, intent upon returning to the northern seas. They landed on the beach of an island and settled upon that very spot. That settlement prospered and grew, and in time it became the city of Charlayan we live in to this day. Maybe not, or was it? Or I'm not sure anymore. So there's just many books and you have to read 3. Hey, we got the chill music back! Many years ago, on the banks of Taliuk in the Duranian hinterlands, a Charlayan colony once thrived. Their settlement was originally established as a mere outpost to the study of ethereal sea in the year 1311 of the 6th Astra era. Scholars dispatched to Eosia found the facilities wanting, and the demands encouraged a gradual expansion in structures and services. As rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eosian students, hoping to share in the renowned wisdom of the Charlayans. 50 years later, the forum passed the motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as an official Charlayan colony. The Eosian residents took to calling the colony itself Charlayan, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussion turned to the subject of the motherland. In response, some Charlayan inhabitants, if pressed for a name, would simply refer to it as Emporium. Following the Great Exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed for themselves a corner of the abandoned colony and gave it yet another name, Idleshire. The following chapters go on to introduce the most prominent features of Idleshire. This book does not appear to contain additional information on the forum, or cover history of Charlayan Motherland in greater detail. But can we come back and read some more? We've got access to all these books. Can we read them? What information? So much lore. In the years which followed the founding of Charlayan, civic policy and other matters of import were decided at Ecclesia, a public forum at which every citizen was eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, this format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to the ever longer debates, resulting in insignificant delays of vital resolutions. Various measures were introduced in an attempt to curtail protracted discussions, but in the year 201 of the 6th Astral Era, it was ultimately decreed that Charlayan would transition to a new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers by means of a nationwide vote. This was the forum as we know today, conceived in the treaty. Okay. Wait. So you read more because they're not all relevant. Was Idleshire not relevant? Oh, a blue one. Introduction to the heavens. Have you ever gazed at the skies above and contemplated the mysteries contained therein? I speak not of shifting cloud patterns, but of the vastness beyond, of the sun and the twinkling tapestry of the night. Something the dome above us to be a fitted space. Yet among the leading thinkers of our age, one's colors depiction of a boundless sea of stars has firmly taken root. Right? Alas, this heavenly sea remains an unreachable and noble destination. There are few indeed who can explained in satisfactory detail, where our own star is believed to revolve around the sun. It was a technologist of Alag who came closest to understanding the laws which govern the starry abyss. It was they who launched Dalamir and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Having read of their ancient ambitions, I wonder, has your interest in this field study waxed or waned? What if I were to tell you that the eternal constellations were arranged differently in the distant past, that their positions continue to shift almost imperceptibly but measurably as we journey into the future? Would it shock you to learn that the stars drift further and further apart, and may indeed do so forever? Are you eager to learn more? This book is on the wrong subject. Search for works which contain details on the forum. No, it's very interesting indeed. Especially just thinking about it in general. Forever 20 summers. My beloved seekers of knowledge, have you ever put learning before your health and neglected to feed and rest your body as you should? I too once engaged in such foolish practices, but one night, engrossed in philosophical study, I had an epiphany. For all the world's mysteries that drive us to reckless abandon, we have so very few years of life in which to achieve our goals. Thus do I share with you this mantra. I am forever 20 summers young. The number itself is unimportant. It can be 19 or 23 or 40, whatever age you are. You discover this manual. Let that be the age you aspire to remain. Through your mindful, healthy living, will you extend the time available to spend upon your chosen research? Another day, another moon, another summer to grasp the greater truths you pursue? In the pages that follow, we will explore the secrets of maintaining one's physical condition from a biological, ethereological, and arcane viewpoint. Well, I always wonder with games like this if the background music is just a band endlessly following you around. I love that. That's a good thought. I just really like little bits of lore because I've already seen so much of this game, of course. Stewards, your question. I think this is about the forum. During the chaos of the 6th Umbral Calamity, Archon Newcrep, the founder of Shalem, bore witness to the madness and savagery of men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising a settlement on an island in the northern empty, he instructed his people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Shalaeans stick to heart the words of their savior, and thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom. Upon a foundation of accumulated learning, they built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With knowledge of economics came shrewd training. With knowledge of agriculture came bountiful crops. Engineering brought wells and sewers, ending squabbles over water. Wealth of expertise could be better for a well-earned coin, and the more their wisdom spread through the world, the more mankind as a whole would thrive. And so it was that no matter the trials and tribulations of the age, the citizens of Shalem would live by their founder's teachings. For the sake of a better tomorrow, for the sake of a brighter star, they would issue the tools of war, and with knowledge deliver the realm. Okay. We should have learned enough. You can still read them though. We read every book that we were allowed to read. There was a lot of interesting information. Is this like a gazebo? It's a cute gazebo. That's adorable. My nose is very itchy. Sorry, were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alfred and Crow should also be along shortly. I was delayed in similar fashion. As far as I could see, no titles in Arkan stacks mention the final day specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentiality relevant tomes, if there are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share discoveries as we make them. Good night, Vogeltje! It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and a ready supply of hot tea. Oh, I was always quite fond of reading outside. But it's not about the little pleasures, is it? You miss your home. It's been difficult. After arrival, we managed to speak with one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems to their father has instructed the staff that even if Elfino and I were to return to Chilean, we were not to be allowed across the threshold. A harsh measure indeed. I hope that our efforts to understand his position and that of the forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll mend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. What of you, Grant? Have you been to visit your family? Or do they not live here in the city? Thanks for making me not think of nachos. Well, my situation is also somewhat complicated. I was raised in Chilean, yes, but I was born rather further away. Eternal wind! In the southern reaches of Ilseba, in fact. For generations, my people have dwelled in Corvos, the coastal region opposite the island of Davner. The Elegans founded a city in that fertile land, and by ship brought in the subjugated tribes of the Mikote to serve as laborers. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the Fourth Umbral Calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the Fifth Calamity froze the sea solid, many of the tribes still living in the Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of elegant technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Gallian rule? For the past 50 years, yes. Some semblance of local culture remains, as is the case for most imperial provinces, but Galamod renamed the region Lucas Amonis. So we get to maybe free Graha's living place, birthplace. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under the jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of House Darnus. House Darnus demonstrated a singular interest in elegant civilization, and so my tribe was forced to reconsider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the elegant eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Alag. As the last child born with the elegant eye, I was given over to the custody of friends and the students of Podasian, who had me registered as a Sir Charleyan citizen. I never even considered. Forgive me, that was an unquiet question. Even Thancred was taken in by Arkaluxor, was he not? Stories of adopted wives and rescued orphans are more common among Charlayans than you might think. Yet, regardless of our origins, we are all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient regardless of our origins, we all provided with an equal opportunity to learn, with sufficient perspicacity. We outsiders can even earn the full title of Archon. Cute. This is exactly why I have such love for this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Here! Another good reason to get to the bottom of the foreign stubbornness, aside from the rifting matter over impeding doom. Did you fix that, Jazz? What did you just do? How dare! Be happy Focus you didn't see that. He would be so jealous. Okay. Feels bad, man. Shame! Ding ding. Sorry. Scherpzinnigheid. Ah. I once had it, but it was because there was a troll above me. I wish I had a warning when you click that considering it's next to every line of chat. Ah well. Yeah, it can happen. It's not like we're saving chats or anything. It's a difficult word, yeah. I was also like, you what now? Perspicacity. There you go. Sometimes you just gotta take a little bit slower. I'm probably still like slaughtering it, but excuse us while we're trying to make some headway into these books area zone. More company should be arriving any moment now. Huh? Yeah, no. I guess they're they're just here reading outside. Invisible brain. Are others better suited to poring over old history books? So I thought I'd try my luck with more recent events. If I can find anything to better information the forum's battling behavior. I'm having a bail, but a weird feeling. I'm just doing something weird with my hand. But I'm also like, I don't want to stop. I want to go on. Huh? What else do I know of Clovis? Precious little, I'm afraid. I've not returned since Massacana first properly here. Yeah, long day. Consider Corval's Clovis rebels. Still seek to slip the yoke of their Imperial masters. Though the fighting is far less fierce than it once was. Oh, and they have carpets. Flying carpets. The ledges are quite extraordinary. The books. We've returned with our selections. We're having like a book club. It's Maybe paranoid every time I touch the mouse now. You dare! Excuse me. Although I must say, the picklings were quite slim indeed. Gazela! Hello. Thank you. It's very comfy actually. It's very soft and simple. I love that. How are you? I'm having some it's too late already. Let's just lock it. Let's not. Hope you're doing well, Gazela. Decent, thanks. Lovely to catch you again. CMCs. Best of the best wishes to you as well. So, what books have you found then? The books were quite slim indeed. Mrs. Crow has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters, and more than a few which barely made mention of them. You feeling emotion because of the game tonight? I felt I walked into a moment. Not quite. Just my body telling me, "Oh, it's late. You should be like not continuing on," and I'm like, but 50 minutes. My nose is blocking a bit, but that's it. That's just because of the weird weather. Well, cold weather, I guess. You can even hear it in my voice. I could try and make that tiny little bit less tea, but yeah. I will get decent sleep because I have work tomorrow again. But maybe we can get back to this tomorrow as well. As such, we will be looking into research papers on umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members. Perhaps their knowledge of the final days comes from an unexpected source. Speaking of which, might I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I only know about the final days of Emerald. I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Emerald firsthand, and fear I may be overlooking critical details. Okay, then you may ask. Why, thanks. Now, where to begin? First things first. What kind of phenomena did the Asians encounter as the final days grew nigh? A complete destabilization of creation magics? Primals of unrivaled power were summoned from the ether. The worst kind of phenomena you can imagine. I do not know. I think it was the first one. Yes, the unfolding catastrophe wrought havoc on all manner of life. The chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing their powers of creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in terrible, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. That more or less aligns with my understanding. If only the arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques were not preserved and passed on, which Stoller surmises that the closest known magic is that of the summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. That's probably Slaughter, but was there aught else of note which heralded the approach of the final days? The entire star was engulfed by disaster all at once. They say it began with a kneeing sound from the land itself. Alphino, you can answer this one. was one big disaster. Yeah, we saw it. Yeah, we saw that. It was the entire star. That fascinating picture. I think you may be misremembering. As I recall, it was more of a gradual spread. No, I remember the picture. I've seen it so many times in my memories. The Almoritians spoke of a keening sound that arose from the land itself just before a region was visited by catastrophe. We never did hear the sound ourselves, of course, thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. So the ground was crying out, you say, to be considered the harbinger of doom. It must have been quite distinctive, and probably quite loud. I have to speak with one of the numinous mammoths, and ask if any books which make mention of such a sound. Last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unprecedented calamity? What definitive action did they take? They knocked Dalamud from the sky. That's not what they did. I feel like the third option is never the one. But they summoned Zodiark. Wait, no. First they summoned Zodiark, then they summoned Hydaelyn to quell Zodiark. Stoic nod! Yes, with Elizabeth serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in sacrifice to bring him into being. We do not know exactly how Zodiark brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set right. Then, once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up a further sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Life sprouted anew, and it was these fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiark, a trade that would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by a primal. Or might have, had Finesse and her fellows not manifested their opposition in the form of Hydaelyn. Thank you both for the detailed review. I feel much more confident now in my understanding of events. With all that freshly in mind, it does make me wonder what the Leroy truly mean when they speak of bringing back the final days. We've seen what they're doing with those towers of theirs. Is forcing people to summon primals a kind of a catalyst? Are they attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics? Or are they simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash? I mean, Van Daniel, yes? Sigh. But this is all just pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return our attention to the forum, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Stola, but this time we began studying these research papers. So Stola will be the last one, and that will lull us all to sleep. Many foreign members are also researchers or professors. If they know all of the final days, then that knowledge might surface in their writing. That is my hope, anyway. Why are people running in circles? And why is everyone... Why are you standing in my graha? That's rude. That's so rude. Why would you do that? I cried. It really is confounding to have all these dedicated assistants on hand. Right then, enough chatting, more reading! Is she from Rotterdam? Less talking, more doing the stuff. last time my extended search of the Arcan stacks produced 1 or 2 possibly useful books. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Urianger of the Soul's reflections from the current oracles. Yes. For its potential to cause panic and confusion, that stone was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. It is even less likely that knowledge of the unsundered rule, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would be left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason then that my colleagues, be they archons or councillors, should perforce be largely ignorant of their subject. For me to wish you a good night, try to get some sleep at some point, Arya. You'd better not be still playing this. No. We'll probably be done after Ishtola is done with her talk. Yeah, when you confront that Master Fortunal with knowledge of the Thelopheroi and their machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the foreign would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom is guiding the foreign's behavior, it is being kept secret from the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading Ducey, whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. Krau's also being distracted, not reading. This does look a lot like Idleshire and the Dravanian hinterlands. I just realized that. You labor for what feels like an age as your solo's research assistant. I just thought of this like, hey! Western Hinterlands, you know? Dravanian hinterlands. It's like... Whoa, it only just hit me. This is how tired I've been today. It only just hit me. We've been reading about it in the wallband. Thank you for your help. I think I can manage the rest without your assistance. If I were you, I'd still feel quite moves for myself. We'll listen to Cryo and then we'll wrap up because then we got a quest finished up. Oh dear, you look exhausted. But what about your studies? Were you able to find any books on the subjects I mentioned? Then the day was well spent. Should you wish to read them again, remember that the reference stamps will point you in the right direction. For the moment though, I suggest you take a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with the research for quite some time. Yeah, so if you wish to continue, you just talk to Alice again. But I still didn't get to go in the new zone! Do we have to rush track? I wanted to see the new zone! But all we did was read! Can we already run into the zone? I just wanna show you a new zone. Are you gonna tell me I have to walk all the way up or? These seem some high people. Why do you have such a strange way to get out of the place? Am I allowed to get out of the place? Am I only allowed in Charlene? Oh wait, is this that underground thing? A chocobo keep! I should update recently with your name. Lovely! Thank you. Hi. I'm sorry, madam, but the lift is presently out of service. I apologize for any inconvenience. No! Okay. Fine. Can I hire a chocobo porter? Oh. I guess we'll have to come back tomorrow. Oh. Big sad. We should have gone with the other story. We would have gone straight into Tafnir. Fine, then we won't gathering crap yet because I can't go anywhere yet. Feels bad, like. Oh, it's just fine. You could just crash down there accidentally. Oopsie. Nice place though. It's a good time to walk with.